My name is Kenny Farr. I am the football equipment administrator for the University of Oregon football team. This is my 21st season with Oregon football. I have a wonderful team that works with me. They're kind of the backbone to what we do. My assistant Devin Kramer does an outstanding job, as well as 16 students. Yeah, we're kind of the team behind the team. So we're coming off a big win, obviously, against Ohio State. It was a great win for our school, but there was really no time for us to rest. Sunday was a quick turnaround of putting Ohio State to bed and then getting on to Purdue with the truck leaving, 24 hours later. For the amount of laundry we do daily, it's 6 washers that we use. 4 of them are industrial size, like 150 pound, and then we have 2 smaller ones that are 75 pounds, but pushing 1,200, 1,500 pounds of laundry every single day. The auditing process is important. Obviously, after a game, you're wanting to make sure you got all your jerseys back, you got all your helmets back, especially after a game like Ohio State. There's an old adage in equipment, and it's so true. It's like it's better to have it, not need it, than need it, not have it.
When we say auditing, it's really just a checklist or a cross-off just to make sure that we have, every player accounted for, or whatever piece of equipment we're auditing is the exact amount we need. When we travel on the road, we have to be very, very detail-oriented. We have to make sure we have things packed. The last thing we want to do is show up to Purdue later in the week and we're missing something. Here at Oregon, it's a really cool opportunity we get with our relationship with Nike. They issued out these cool dunks. A lot of players want to keep them clean, but they need to break them in.
Football is a sport where it's performance-based, and it starts with your feet. Having our guys break their cleats in and giving them enough time to get them comfortable with the cleats that they're wearing is imperative to success on Friday or Saturday. We give the guys their cleats on Sunday before the game. That's all part of the process of getting those broken in and feeling good for Saturday. Weekly, as it's become a kind of our tradition, is we'll do like a photo shoot for one of the selected players for the uniform that week. We have the whole year's worth of uniforms scripted out already, so we already know what we're wearing for every single game. I don't have to wear that stuff. None of us do in the equipment room. The players do, so it's really player-driven as far as what they want to wear, and we go like that. I'd say we probably were left the office 7:30 or 8 that night, and then back in the office the next morning around 6:30 to start getting stuff prepped to load the truck immediately following practice at around 11 o'clock. Equipment is at every single team function that involves the field. There's many hours put in for the boys and girl that we have on our staff. Cleanup is part of it, the setup and the cleanup. So we're kind of always the first ones down there and then the last ones to leave, and that's just kind of part of the deal. You spend so much time around each other that you're kind of like family. Being of the same age and the same interests and maybe same classes, same friend groups. Just being a part of a team it's a special, unique college experience for sure, being a student manager.
The truck's leaving at 2 regardless. All the trunks that we've prepped up to now, we're pushing out to the truck, getting everything lined up so we can start playing Jenga with the trunks, making sure everything fits in there. But yeah, straight from the field right up to the truck, and we're right to packing. God forbid stuff breaks, so that's why we tie everything down and we use ratchet straps, make sure everything is nice and snug in there. It's like a puzzle we have to solve of how everything can fit. Once we are fully confident that everything's on there, we'll close it up, we'll lock it, and then we'll ship it off to West Lafayette.
Wednesday night, we flew into Indianapolis. Thursday morning, we drove over to Purdue Stadium. You just start putting up the locker plates and getting that set up, passing out all the items that go in the lockers that are on the truck. Obviously, I think when the athlete comes in and sees that his locker's set up and it's clean, it's an ease of their mind that they can just continue to be locked in towards the game. And, we've done our due diligence in making sure that every, I is dotted and every T is crossed to get our team ready to play. Managers are assigned to a coach, and so when we're on the road, they're assigned to that same position coach. And so the same drills they're doing, a lot of the same drills they're doing for their individual in practice, they're doing in game.
They're throwing footballs, they're catching footballs, they're holding pads, they're running pads. It is a lot going on in a matter of 25 minutes, and each position group has a manager or someone in the equipment department with them to help run those drills or be there for any of the players that need something, anything along those lines. Right after pregame warm-ups, the team will come back up to the locker room and they'll throw the jersey on, make sure their helmet's ready to go. Anything that they could possibly need for the game is on them, ready to go. After that, they're back out of the locker room to the field, ready for the game.
Every big-time program has an equipment staff, but the best you can do it, the best effort you can give, the best attitude you can have about doing it is imperative to the team's success. We want to be a strength of our team, you know what I mean? We want to be one of those departments that Coach Lanning and the staff can count on to be there, and the team they can count on every single day that's going to get their job done and do it well and have a good attitude doing it. In totality, it's probably 5 or 6 hours to set up the locker room, and we're trying to get it torn down and cleaned up in about 45 minutes to an hour. You don't want to forget anything, you don't want to lose anything. And another thing that's important to us is we want to leave the locker room in really good condition, just like we found it. From there, fly 3.5, 4 hours back to Eugene, and then when we land, back to the same Sunday routine again, man, cleaning up from that game and on to the next. I've been doing it a long time at the same place, but I think it's just a matter of, doing the due diligence, showing people you care about them, hiring the right people, and then when they're here, it's just putting your arm around them and, showing them you care about them, holding them accountable when that's necessary, and working early mornings, you're working late nights, you're working good weather, you're working terrible weather. And the great thing about sports is like at the end of the day, there's a winner and there's a loser, so that's how equipment manage the other team today.